Welcome, my friend. I'm so grateful you're here. Today we're talking about something that can transform your healing journey in ways you might not expect. Self-compassion. When life feels heavy, when you've been through trauma, burnout, or heartbreak, you might hear people say, "Be kind to yourself." But what does that really mean? And how can self-compassion actually help you heal from within? In this video, we're going to explore what self-compassion really is, why it's essential for emotional recovery, and how you can begin to practice it in small, practical ways every single day. Take a deep breath with me. You've carried so much for so long. This is your time to rest, to learn, and to let in some gentleness. What is self-compassion? Self-compassion is more than just being nice to yourself. It's about relating to yourself as you would to someone you deeply care about, with kindness, patience, and understanding. Instead of harsh criticism, you offer gentle support. Instead of pushing yourself beyond your limits, you pause and listen to what you truly need. Imagine for a moment, a friend you love is going through a difficult time. Would you tell them they're weak? Would you tell them to get over it? Or shame them for feeling pain? Of course not. You'd probably hold their hand, remind them they're human, and tell them it's okay to feel what they're feeling. That same kindness is what your heart has been longing for from you. Why? We struggle with self-compassion. For many of us, self-compassion doesn't come naturally. Maybe you grew up in an environment where emotions were dismissed. Maybe you learned that worth comes only from achievement or perfection. Over time, an inner critic develops a voice that says, "You're not enough. You should be stronger. You don't deserve rest." These messages create walls inside us, making it hard to feel safe with ourselves. But here's the truth. Self-compassion is not weakness. It is strength. It is the soil in which healing can finally grow. The science of self-compassion. Researchers, like Dr. Kristen Neff, have studied self-compassion for decades, and the findings are powerful. People who practice self-compassion have lower levels of anxiety and depression, recover from setbacks faster, and show greater resilience in the face of trauma. Why? Because self-compassion creates an inner environment where healing feels safe. Instead of constantly fighting yourself, you become your own ally. A simple reflection right now. I invite you to place a hand over your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in slowly, and exhale. Now whisper to yourself, "I am doing my best. I am worthy of kindness." Notice what happens in your body as you say those words. Maybe there's a softening in your chest. Maybe a few tears come. That's okay. It's the beginning of healing, an invitation in this video. We're not going to try to force healing or push away pain. We're simply learning how to turn toward ourselves with love, the way we would turn toward a hurting child or a dear friend. By the end of this journey, my hope is that you'll carry with you a few simple tools, gentle practices you can return to whenever life feels overwhelming. In the next part, we'll explore how self-compassion directly affects your emotional recovery, and why it's often the missing piece in healing. Now that we've uncovered what self-compassion truly means, let's dive deeper into why it is so important for emotional recovery. Self-compassion as an inner safe place. Think about the last time you felt overwhelmed by your emotions. Maybe you felt sadness so deep you didn't know how to move. Or maybe anger bubbled up, and you immediately judged yourself for feeling it. Without self-compassion, these emotions can feel like storms you have to fight alone. But when you bring kindness to yourself in those moments, something shifts. You create an inner safe place, a home inside yourself, where every part of you is welcome. Imagine sitting in that storm and whispering, "It's okay to feel this. I'm here for you." It doesn't make the storm disappear instantly, but it changes your relationship with it. You stop seeing your emotions as enemies and begin to see them as messages. The link between self-compassion and healing is not just about fixing yourself. It's about tending to the wounded parts of you with care. Self-compassion is the soil that allows these parts to bloom again. When you're harsh with yourself, healing slows down. It's like yelling at a plant to grow faster. But when you water it gently, give it sunlight, and protect it, growth happens naturally. The same is true for your heart. What happens in the brain research shows that self-compassion activates areas of the brain linked to safety and connection. When you speak to yourself with kindness, your nervous system begins to calm. Your body produces less cortisol, the stress hormone, and more oxytocin, the bonding and soothing hormone. Think about that. Your words to yourself can literally change your body chemistry. A practice. Speaking kindly to yourself. Let's try a quick practice together. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself sitting in a quiet, safe place. Now, bring to mind a recent mistake or struggle. Notice how your inner voice reacts. Maybe it says, "I can't believe you did that. You're so stupid." Now imagine you are speaking to a dear friend in the same situation. What would you say? Perhaps, "It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm here with you." Now, turn those words toward yourself. Whisper them gently. "It's okay. I'm here with you." How does that feel in your body? Maybe lighter, maybe softer. This is self-compassion in action. Why this feels unnatural at first. If you're not used to treating yourself kindly, this might feel awkward or even silly. That's okay. Think of it like learning a new language. At first, the words feel strange in your mouth, but with practice, they become natural. Every time you choose to speak kindly to yourself, you are rewiring old patterns. You're teaching your heart, "I am safe with myself." In the next part, we'll explore practical daily habits and small rituals that strengthen self-compassion over time. You don't have to do it all at once. Small, consistent steps are enough. Now that we've explored the foundation of self-compassion and why it matters, let's move into something very practical. Daily habits that help you build and embody self-compassion over time. 1. Morning check-in every morning. Before you grab your phone or dive into tasks, take a moment to check in with yourself. Sit quietly. Place a hand on your heart or your belly. Ask softly, "How am I feeling this morning? What do I need today?" It might be rest. It might be courage. It might simply be permission to move slowly. You might be surprised at how much your body and heart respond when you ask these questions regularly. This is self-compassion in practice. Listening before pushing. 2. Set gentle intentions instead of filling your mind with pressure and endless to-do lists. Try setting 1 or 2 gentle intentions for the day. For example, today, I will speak kindly to myself. Today, I will pause when I feel overwhelmed. Write them down in a journal or on a sticky note. See how these intentions guide you quietly throughout the day. 3. Self-compassion breaks. Life can get hectic, but even in the middle of a stressful day, you can take what Dr. Kristen Neff calls a self-compassion break. Pause. Breathe in slowly. Say to yourself, "This is a moment of suffering. Suffering is part of life. May I be kind to myself in this moment." These words might sound simple, but they carry immense power. They remind you that you are human, and you are not alone. 4. Journaling with kindness at night, before you sleep. Try writing down 3 things. 1 thing you appreciated about yourself today. 1 moment you offered kindness to yourself or others. 1 thing you forgive yourself for. This practice rewires your mind to notice compassion rather than criticism. Why these habits matter. These small habits might seem insignificant, but they create a pattern, a rhythm of care. Over time, your inner voice begins to shift. Instead of being dominated by the harsh critic, a gentler voice emerges. You start to feel safer in your own company. You start to feel more alive. Remember, it's a journey. Self-compassion is not a switch you flip. It's a garden you tend to every day. Some days, you might feel like you're going backward. That's okay. Healing is never linear. What matters is that you keep showing up with kindness, again and again, in the next part. We will explore how to handle resistance, those inner voices that say you don't deserve kindness, and how to gently move through them. In the last part, we explored simple daily habits to grow self-compassion. But you might have already felt it. Sometimes, when you try to be kind to yourself, there's a voice inside that pushes back. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about resistance, the inner walls that make self-compassion feel impossible. The inner critic, a voice we all know inside many of us lives, a voice that says, "You're not good enough. You don't deserve kindness. You should be stronger, better, faster." This inner critic often developed as a form of protection. Maybe when you were young, you thought, if I push myself harder, maybe they'll love me. Or if I never make mistakes, I'll be safe. Over time, this voice becomes so familiar that we mistake it for the truth. But here's what you need to hear. You are not your inner critic. You are the one who hears it. You are the one who can choose a different voice. Meeting resistance with curiosity. When that voice arises, instead of fighting it, try meeting it with curiosity. Ask gently, "Why are you here? What are you trying to protect me from?" You might discover that underneath the harsh words is fear. Fear of failure. Fear of rejection. Fear of being vulnerable. When you see the fear, you can respond with compassion. "Thank you for trying to protect me, but I choose kindness now." A visualization practice. Let's try a visualization together. Close your eyes and imagine your inner critic as a character. Maybe it looks like a stern teacher, or a parent, or even a shadowy figure. See it standing before you, repeating its harsh words. Now imagine yourself as your most compassionate self, calm, steady, glowing with warm light. Step toward that critic and say, "I see you. I know you're trying to help in your own way, but I don't need those words anymore. I choose to heal." Watch as the figure softens, fades, or transforms into something gentler. Notice how your body feels as you release its grip. Creating a new inner dialogue replacing the critic's voice takes time. Here are some phrases you can begin to use. I am enough as I am. Mistakes are part of growth. I am learning to love myself. Write these down. Repeat them when the critic shows up. Each time you do, you're building a new neural pathway, one that leads to peace instead of punishment. You deserve kindness. Some of you may still feel unworthy. Maybe you're thinking, "But I've done terrible things. I've failed so many times. I don't deserve compassion." Listen closely. Compassion is not something you earn. It is something you already deserve, simply because you are human. Every wound you carry, every mistake you've made, they do not erase your worth. They are part of your story, and your story matters. In the next part, we'll explore real-life examples and guided exercises that will help you integrate self-compassion into your healing journey in tangible, everyday ways. Now, let's turn toward real-life practices and guided exercises that weave self-compassion into your everyday life. Exercise 1. The hand-on-heart practice. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, pause. Place your hand gently on your heart. Feel the warmth of your own touch. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, say softly, "I'm here with you. You're safe with me." It's okay to feel what you're feeling. This simple act signals safety to your nervous system. Your body begins to relax. You remind yourself that you are not alone. You have you. Exercise 2. Write a letter to yourself. Take a quiet evening, light a candle, and sit with a notebook. Imagine you are writing to a dear friend who is struggling, except that friend is you. Write words of understanding, comfort, and encouragement. "I know you've been trying so hard. I see your pain. I see your effort. You are worthy of rest. You are worthy of love." Read it aloud when you're done. Let those words sink in. Over time, this becomes a powerful tool to reshape your inner dialogue. Exercise 3. Mirror kindness. Practice. Stand before a mirror. Look into your own eyes. This might feel uncomfortable at first, but stay with it. Gently speak, You're doing the best you can. I forgive you. I love you. Notice what emotions arise. You might cry, you might smile, or you might feel nothing at all. All of it is okay. The point is to show up with kindness. Integrating self-compassion in relationships. Self-compassion doesn't mean shutting yourself off from others. In fact, when you practice kindness toward yourself, you naturally extend it to those around you. Next time you feel irritation or anger toward someone, pause. Ask yourself, am I being harsh with myself right now? Often, how we treat others mirrors how we treat ourselves. By softening your inner dialogue, you soften your relationships. A daily ritual before bed. Try this ritual. Sit quietly. Place your hand on your heart. Thank yourself for 3 things you did today. No matter how small it could be. Thank you for getting out of bed, even when you felt tired. Thank you for being patient with that person. Thank you for taking time to breathe. Let gratitude for yourself fill your body like a warm light. These practices might seem simple, but together they form a tapestry, a daily weaving of care. The more you practice, the more your heart learns a new rhythm, the rhythm of compassion, the rhythm of healing. In the final part, we'll reflect on how self-compassion transforms not only your inner world, but also the way you live, love, and grow every day. We've journeyed through understanding self-compassion, practicing daily habits, and learning to quiet the inner critic. Now, let's reflect on how self-compassion transforms your life when you choose to walk with it every day. Self-compassion transforms how you see yourself when you begin treating yourself with kindness. Your entire self-image shifts. You no longer see yourself only through the lens of your mistakes or shortcomings. Instead, you see a whole person, someone learning, growing, and worthy of love. Every act of compassion is like planting a seed in your heart. Over time, those seeds sprout into confidence, resilience, and inner peace. Self-compassion and relationships. When you offer kindness inward, it naturally flows outward. You start giving others more space to be human too. You'll become more patient, more forgiving, more understanding, not because you're forcing yourself, but because compassion has become your native language. Imagine meeting a friend in pain and, instead of rushing to fix them or criticize you, simply sit with them and say, "I'm here." That's what self-compassion teaches you to do for yourself, and then for others. Living with less pressure without self-compassion, life feels like a constant test. You measure your worth by achievements or perfection. But with self-compassion, you step off that treadmill. You begin to live from a place of presence instead of performance. You realize, I don't have to be perfect to be loved. I already am. A final guided reflection. Let's do one last practice together. Close your eyes. Place a hand on your heart. Take a deep, slow breath in and release down. Imagine a garden inside your chest. Soft soil, tender sprouts, golden light. This is your heart. This is the place where self-compassion lives. As you breathe, whisper gently, "May I be kind to myself. May I forgive myself. May I grow and heal." Feel those words sink into the soil. Feel the warmth spread through your body. Stay here as long as you need. An ongoing journey. Self-compassion is not a destination. It is a practice, a choice, a way of life. Some days it will feel easy. Other days, it will feel far away. But remember, every moment you choose kindness is a step on your healing journey. You are not alone. You never have been. If this message touched you, I invite you to keep walking with us. Share this video with someone who might need a gentle word today. Subscribe to the channel for more reflections, healing stories, and guided practices. Your presence here matters, and your healing matters. Together, let's keep nurturing that small sprout within, because from that sprout, a whole forest can grow.